Yo, what's up, Champions fam? It's the bad guy, a WWE Champion Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video, and we are here today with a brand new WWE Champions guides and tip video pertaining to the mechanic of straps in the game. Now, first and foremost, I am not the be-all, end-all genius when it pertains to this mechanic. However, through a lot of trial and error and being slow to speak but very quick to listen to people within the community, let alone all of the incredible content creators out there doing content and videos on this game, I've learned a lot, and I want to take this moment to share some things. Now, I once again want to state this. I love using these videos as an opportunity and a platform for all of us to chop it up, especially with a lot of new players, bring them in, drop some game on them so they can be able to get ahead better than what we did, but more specifically better than what I did starting off in the game. And I want to use this as an opportunity for us to chop it up. There could be a lot of things that I don't know that I might miss, and we can use this as an opportunity for you to speak your piece to help people, so when they come to this video later on, they got some information within the comments. So I just want to get that out there. You know, teamwork makes the dream work. So I'm going to do my part, and I'm looking forward to y'all, those who are up to the task, to do your part and drop knowledge within the comments below. But with that being said, titles, straps, belts play a key part in this game. Now, there are tons of straps within the game, many variations. The question is, what do you prioritize in WWE Champions when it pertains to your straps? Because it is all about quality of life. You're going to get a lot of straps in this game, and I want to make this crystal clear. When it comes to straps, if you do your due diligence, you grind out your weekly content, right? You knock out all your contests. You do your individual. You do your faction. You knock out your event tab. You do that every single day of the week. You're going to end up picking up a strap, especially with weekend contests, solo and faction. You're going to get drops for straps. It's just a thing of, what do you prioritize? What do you keep? What do you discard and sell for currency so you can open up your metal slots, so you can up the ante when it comes to your heavy hitter go-to waifus and husbandos. So for me, there are 5 different types of straps that you should prioritize in keeping, and then everything else you should discard. To me. Now, obviously, again, if you're someone who's a collector, then by all means, if you have the space for it, do it. Me personally, when it comes to your IGC, your in-game cash, I say strongly stack it up. You get some, watch videos, play Raid Shadow Legends, do whatever you need to do to accumulate enough so you can open up and max the tabs for both your titles, so you can have more so you can hold, as well as your medals for your inventory, so you can be able to beef those up. Use your IGC to get those slots open as much as you can until they're fully maxed, and call it a day. But aside from that, when it comes to straps, thank God for this tab here. As you can see, you have 6 different types of straps. The strap that you want to go for and you want to hold anytime, prioritize, unless there's a new one that comes out that's even more cracked. You always want to go for your ultimate straps. The other ones that you see up here, the bronze, the silver, the gold, the epic, the legendary, the blue, the blueberry, universal, those straps I would discard. I would sell those. There's no, again, unless you're a collector. I mean, there are some good ones that have dropped. There's some the green straps that act as affiliation straps. We'll get to those shortly. Same with legendaries too. But outside of that, I would sell them. That's just me. You want one that's you want straps that are going to have the white. As you can see what I was showcasing earlier. You want legendary straps, and you want legendary straps that are going to cover your classes: acrobats, powerhouses, showboat, strikers, technicians, and tricksters. You want to cover your eras, your legend, your new gen, your attitude, ruthless aggression, PG, reality, modern era, Hall of Fame, your icons of WrestleMania. There are different bonuses that you can have here. You can see them on, you can see the different tabs for each of them. You got stun immunity. Obviously, Zombie Austin is someone, Carmelo Hayes. So that prevents them from stun locking you. Then you have people that are, I believe it's bleed. You have padded, which is the move defense. You got armor, which is gem defense. You got gem damage, move damage, vitality, affiliation, bleed immunity. Now there is what, and then you also have skip turn. So those are all your strap bonuses within the game, and there's different degrees and variations for those. And of course, what I will say is this: to me, stun immunity, bleed immunity, the skip turn boost. To me, those are straps. It varies. I personally believe, because of the hype mechanic in the game now, rock, paper, scissors, if you got high enough hype, if you got the right MP reduction people on, you can prevent a stun, you can prevent a bleed, you can last through a bleed. You know what I mean? You can counter those things thanks to hype. So it cancels out the immunity straps to me. Now with padded with the different types, gem damage, move damage, gem defense. Those three are three types that I believe that are very, very important in the game. Your go-to husbandos, waifus, your heavy hitter go-tos should be equipped with a minimum of 100% gem, move, damage, or defense. That's it. That's to me. Gem damage easily, because it's always going to be about who hits harder. But if you got certain characters in the game that prioritize move damage and you have them and you get a good strap on them, go ahead and equip them. When it comes to gem defense, depending on how you play, I would 100% gem damage or gem defense, pardon me, would be a great pickup. Just depends on who you have, covering the classes, the eras, so on and so forth. But those are three of the five. Vitality is also really good because vitality is health. Health on the characters out now, like Showboat Becky, back in business. You got Mommy on top, Rhea. You got Michelle McCool. These people, John Cena Special Edition. You have a lot of top heavy, health pool heavy characters out there, showboats more specifically, the tanks of the game, with incredible moments tacking on 100 more health with the vitality strap. That is dangerous. That is very dangerous. Gem defense is always something great to have, especially if you're going in on showdowns or dealing with certain matchups in faction feuds. That's great. It's also cool to have a good gem defense strap that get used on contest superstars, CSS, that can just, basically cakewalk everything, because now no one's kicking out, especially if you have plates and stuff. But that's for another time and another day, okay? But so to me, gem and move damage or gem defense, vitality, those are great straps to have on your heavy hitter go-to characters. Vitality is also something to use, once again, beef up people that you don't usually use. To get them through the difficult content, you can get more rewards, especially for CSS. It's something great to have in your back pocket. Gem defense and vitality are always going to be your friend, never your enemy. Last but not least, universal class and era straps. These are ones that I believe that are going to be, because the other one that I mentioned earlier, I'm going to tack on after this. Universal straps are always great to have for certain setups. So for instance, you're going to have certain straps that are going to cover a certain specific class, or they could just go on anybody and everybody in a certain era. And I'll show you what I got right now. Because how they had it back in the day, you needed a strap for a man and you needed a strap for a woman. Now everything's universal. So my guy, Randy, my guy right here, Randy Savage, right? He's Attitude Era. This strap right here, they're hard to come by. There was a time where you could pick them up. Times have changed, but there's a possibility that you could still get one, right? And again, they can be anything. They could be gem damage, move damage, Vitality, Gem Defense, Affiliation. There's different ones, but you can also have ones that are era and class specific. But this one is a Attitude Era specific universal strap with the Devil's the Drip and Yeet combination for column breaks, because there's a couple of characters, husbando and possibly waifus in the future, that use column breaks, and I can just pass this strap around on all those characters within the Attitude Era, and I have coverage. It's going to cost me to move it, but if they utilize that type of setup, you can do it. The same applies to if you have one for Modern Era. Passing around. If you got Nia Jax, you got main event Jey Uso, you got Judgment Day characters like Raquel Rodriguez or JD McDonough, they can all utilize that strap, that same setup. And the same pertains to others, like if you got a Snowfall setup, if you got a Cross Break, X Break, Leech Gem, Pyro Gem, Piper's Plate, Frankie the Parrot and the Titan Plate combo. You can use these universal straps to pass around any era specific, or if you have it for a specific class, you can do the same. So if you have Modern Era with Snowfall, you can put it on Xavier Woods. You could put it on Ray Phoenix, okay? You could put it on Tiffy Time. You can utilize multiple people and cover and move those people around, but you want it to be a strap that's going to make sense if you're going to move it and know that you're going to get utilization. Universal straps are rare, but they are always great to pick up and have. But they also benefit you in the sense of, especially if you get an affiliation strap. An affiliation strap is something where I'm going to showcase in my superstars, each one and a representation of it. I could have done matches, but no. First and foremost, heavy hitters, go-to husbandos and waifus that represent your classes and eras. My guy Roman Reigns here, a quality of life character, because once again, I believe a character should have a lot. Now, granted, his show, like, I believe they should bring it when it comes to versatility in their move sets, which he does bring. You can run him a multitude of ways. You can run him with the double blue and the purple. You can run double purple and the blue. You can run triple black. Roman Reigns gets it done. You can use multiply gems. You can use the bleed. You can use power gems. You could just break gems. He covers everything. He has a niche trainer ability, trainer or coach ability, but he also covers that. I'm going to keep on just giving this dude his due whenever I can, because he's a great character that can covers a lot of what I mean. But then again, yellow moves, heal gems, niche. You could put an affiliation strap on him, warranted if you wanted, but it's a very niche one. So is it worth it? No. We'll talk about prioritizing. But he also has the different links, the +4 with the bloodline, Sami Zayn, Solo, Jimmy and Jey Uso, tying up with them, getting moves off turn 1. He's a great with SmackDown and Raw, husbando and waifu action, got you covered. And a My Via Legacy link. Gem damage boost for Titan. He does things, okay? He has a moment. If you ever get it, it's a great look. But one of the key things that makes him great is he is a great heavy hitter. Again, I talked about versatility. Quality of life, account changing champion. OTC is him. And kudos to him, spoilers, for winning his second Royal Rumble. And it's very interesting. The first Royal Rumble, he got booed. The second one, people acknowledged him. We're going to see. I got a strong feeling, in my opinion, he's going to pick CM Punk. He's going to choose CM Punk. Cody doesn't have the belt anymore. Yeah, he could go back to Drew, but he's beaten him so many times, it doesn't make sense for him to go after him. So CM Punk, and to tie it in, Seth was supposed to be going up against CM Punk. We don't know if Seth's coming back. But the thing is, it's also a tie-in, because who came in under CM Punk? Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, The Shield. It's literally student versus teacher. And now it's the best in the world versus the original tribal chief. That being said, he is a great heavy hitter. So with him being a heavy hitter, I went with a 100% gem damage trap. And as you can see, you can use your currency for your medals to be opened up here. Again, that plus screen tab. Whenever you got a good amount of IGC in-game cash, open up your inventory for your strap quantity and your metal quantity. It's going to help you out. But as you can see, he has a setup for his metals. If you run tier 5 metals, if you're getting started, depending on if you do like Furies, right? If you do the T5 Furies, because you got the different levels, I would sell 1, 2, 3, and 4. When it comes to your metal levels, I would keep 5 and 6, especially if you got purple and gold. Rarity, more buffs, more bonuses that are going to help you hit better. But everything's different. Back in the, like, if you ran T5 metals, like for Fury, for gem damage boost, 2 sets, basically 4, right? But it would count as 2 sets of 4. It would basically say that you would have an 80% gem damage boost. But if you got T6s, as you see on OTC Roman Reigns, that is allowing him to get 100% boost. So you look at it here, you have 100% strap on him plus 100% gem damage buff, because I'm running nothing but Fury metals, gem damage. But then you could get a buff to move damage 100% if you were running someone with a takedown setup. Or you could get 60% when armor, gem defense. I believe the same would apply for move defense as well. There are people out here now that are move damage heavy based. Move meta looks like it's coming back. So that is something niche, but it's something that is relevant, no different than gem defense. So you want to always keep that in mind. But for a go-to heavy hitter that's all about damage action pack, you're always going to want to have 100% gem damage strap on. For somebody who pertains to move damage, you're going to want to have a move damage strap. Now, there's someone here that I have that is also going to show a different setup here, because although she has a move damage strap on her, I want to show that you can mix and match. I spoke on this in a prior video. Just because you have a gem damage strap doesn't mean you have to go full Fury. You can have gem damage combined with move damage metals. You can have a move damage strap with gem damage metals. You can have a gem damage strap with gem defense, a gem defense strap with gem damage, a vitality strap with gem defense. Or that's a double stack on there for a defense play. More health on your end, plus you're going to make it easier to keep your people down with a vitality gem defense setup. Okay, you could do the same thing. You could do move defense and gem defense with your armor. So Tiffany Stratton is someone you can move. You can literally run her if you got the right plate on her. You can beef up the move damage with each blue move. Boom, you're beefing it up. You got the 150% on her with the move damage right here with the takedown. But she also hits hard. We have a plate that plays a pivotal role by making blue gems. I'm increasing by making the least gems. I'm going to from the snowfalls, and I make the area into blue. She's going to be beefing up her damage by 200%. So you look at things like that. You can have a defensive build that hits offensive. You can have an offensive build with your straps that's also applying defense. So you can blend things. You can run straight up like my guy Mark Henry, A-tier champion from last MLE. He's another character that I have, Sexual Chocolate. Move damage, but I went full move damage. I went full takedown on him. So he's got 130 move damage strap on him, but he also has the move damage plates. He also has a plate on him that's going to allow him, the gruesome guys, activate a blue move, increase my blue move damage by 100% for 2 turns, similar to Kamala. Rest in paradise, my boy. So move, gem damage, for your go-to heavy hitters. Gem defense, vitality are also great hybrids to have, let alone universal straps that you can pass around in certain eras or certain classes. Those are things to prioritize. But the one that's also highly important to cover here, we went with OTC Roman to show you to have a setup, a minimum 100% gem move damage or defense, vitality, 100% straps. Lock in on those because those are very rare, especially when it comes to vitality. Like, you got to think certain metals, you might get certain drops. You might get more takedown metals than you get takedown metals and straps than you do gem damage. Or vice versa. The point is that you can mix and match. You got to make do with what you got. You got to work what you got. R.I.P. to my boy Mac Miller. But we covered gem damage with OTC. We covered move damage with Tiffy, as well as our boy Mark Henry. Gem defense is someone. Wait, who did I have? If I recall correctly, I believe I had Cora Jade. I think I had Cora Jade on. No, I did not. But I do have a strap, I believe, that is gem defense for my tricksters. So you can always sort it out. And yes, I do, because this is usually sitting on Alexa Bliss. But as you can see here, it's 100% gem defense, but it's set up as a 100% gem damage strap. And on Alexa Bliss, with the sub and the traps, she's going to be hitting. So there's always an audible, and that's tricksters. There's a lot of tricksters, modern era, that utilize trap gems, and putting that on them with the trap gem damage buff, but also it being 100% gem defense strap, people aren't going to be getting up like that easy. So even with hype in consideration, yeah, that's a thing. Now, you can also see from here, I had certain setups where, like, look, my Zombie Gunther, I'm not selling the strap because I learned from my mistakes. It's going to take time, currency, strap pass included. It takes time to move your metals and your plates. So when it comes to plates, I will say this about straps too. Be very cautious and wary and considerate of where you put them, because it's going to be difficult. It can be tedious to remove them just to get them off somebody, let alone to get them off someone and move them to someone else. You want to be really smart with your moves here. So like, I used Zombie Gunther. He was CSS, and I had the plate set up to use him so I can run him and gun him and get those put that submission on, put them gems down, get the gem that damage bonus buff, hit the finisher, reload, lock and load. It was on a 40% gem defense. Same thing with my guy, Damian Priest. I like running him. Have a countdown. Got Cora Jade's plate on there for countdown gems, right? With the skip buff. Load, skip, load, skip. So live and learn. I want those plates, so I'm not selling the strap. So I got to hold on until I get time to go through and remember, oh yeah, let me go in and remove that. Let me go ahead and take that one off, and then I can reload and restock my plates. So you definitely want to be cautious. Your plates, to me, should go on those universal straps that you can pass around and help everybody, or that utilize certain specialty gems or certain class and era that cover certain specialty gems, right? Or even if it's just for gem defense, gem damage, move damage of certain people in that class and era. But other than that, I mean, you don't want to put your you want those heavy hitters to have your plates. Plates should only go on heavy hitters or universal straps, to me. That's how I feel about it. And like I said, those 5 to prioritize, that's something to consider. Because even then, affiliation straps can be set up just as much like these, so you can use them for the same double duty action, right? But learn from my mistakes. Start off by holding 100% and higher of any of those variants of straps that I've mentioned, and get rid of everything else. So then you're not stuck in this situation of having good plates on crappy straps. But live and learn, okay? If you don't know, now you know. But after that, I do not, as far as I know, I might have a Vitality strap that I can showcase to y'all. I do not know these filters like that, so bear with me. I don't think I have one. Yeah, I don't have one at the moment. So, like, again, when you do pick one up, and I could be using this tab completely wrong, right? But literally, when it comes to certain straps, like, they're going to be rare. So either you're like, when you get them and you get the chance to pick them up, go ahead and do it. Do yourself a service, never a disservice. But one thing that I am going to say that you should, and I mean should, do whenever you get an RNG drop of these, doesn't matter what era they cover, because there's so many of them. There are 700 plus superstars in the game now. There's going to be more to come. I am very excited to see who the 1K superstar is going to be in the game. That is going to be a milestone in itself, right? Everyone's a milestone. But there is one strap that I feel is more important, although your heavy hitters are important. I always say this, and I'm going to speak this. Your heavy hitter go-to husbandos and waifus are only as good as their entourage abilities. Your icons of WrestleMania promoters, your MP trainers, your Gem Generation, your Universal and Base Color, MP Reduction. Okay, there's a lot of great combinations of entourage abilities out here. So to me, although yes, your heavy hitters are always going to be the ones you need to look out for, they are only as good as what you have. And if you're going to have straps that are going to be sitting on certain husbandos and waifus, right? You need to have straps sitting on certain husbandos and waifus that are going to benefit your account and make things a lot easier for you to move things around. You want to save time. And one thing that is always going to get old is if when you got to go into your account, doesn't matter if you got a loadout or not, you're going to have to end up going around and moving somebody around. So when that's being said, you could set your loadout, go to your loadout screen, go to set it. Now, as you can see right here, there's certain people, Braun Breaker, he's only on one person. But lo and behold, look who we got here. An affiliation strap on my boy, Carmelo Hayes. Why? Here's why. ×2 or ×4 affiliation straps for your MP chargers, your gem chuckers, your gem destroyers, your move damage and gem damage buffer tandem trainers and coaches, your universal and base color MP reduction trainers and coaches. Affiliation straps, you can put them on multiple people. Meaning when you're going into showdown, you can run 2 people. I did Titan Takeover earlier, and in that I was able to run 2 people that both had and both utilized purple. And so it worked out because I was going up against Hulk Hogan, and so I had to use a tech. So you know what I did? I had a Nation of Domination Rock teamed up with my boy Great Muta. And what made this great is, as you can see, look who's sitting on that affiliation strap for Carmelo Hayes, baby. We got Nation of Domination Rock and Great Muta. Nation of Domination Rock running the triple black. Great Muta's running the double purple that loads up the blue. So, with that being said, Carmelo Hayes, look, Bob's your uncle. Purple moves and black moves start with +4 MP. Affiliation straps are going to make it easier for you. So when you're in feuds, when you're in showdowns, when you're in Titan, when you're on the road, you're going to be able to cover so much ground. And again, this is for an MP charger, let alone let's take a look at somebody, because affiliation straps drop. Now I am going to showcase this to all of you so you do understand. And I know it's costly, but please do yourself a favor. There's going to be certain straps that drop, and you need to put them on certain people, but I'm going to look for this because it's one that's not available, meaning I'm going to run into certain people that I believe you should, without question, that are also on my mind in here, and I'll showcase why I have these straps on them and why you will be blessed to know, hey, wait a minute, I got this, I can do this. Bear with me. ×2, ×4 affiliation straps. I want you to understand why these are crucial, okay? I got one on D'Lo Brown. I will look at him. But even OG, Dolph Ziggler, he didn't get the update that Papa Shango got, but he's the original gem generation for yellow. ×2, meaning if I need to put him on Hulk Hogan and I need to put him on Adam Cole, baby. If you got him, you got him, right? I believe Adam Cole was the one of the yellow gem chuckers. But long story short, someone who needs yellow, I can put him on there. So you know what I mean? Like double up. 2 people utilizing his affiliation, utilizing his entourage ability. Broken, absolutely cracked, right? Then where are they? Because I know I'm going to run into them. There are other people here. Carmelo Hayes, you saw already with the purple and the black. I originally had a 150% move damage strap on him, but then now I'm looking at it like, why wouldn't I have it? When you come across these are rare. You know, having an affiliation strap for your icons that give you a boost. No lie, Merrick's is right. Prioritize your showdown icons first. Get them up. Get them up to at least like to me 15k for 150 on the buff for the boost on that. That's a good look. That's, to me, they're easy to acquire. Just do your due diligence. They're all accessible. All icons of WrestleMania champions are free to play. The grind is real when it pertains to tokens. Choose wisely. Do not make mistakes, okay? And they are worth the star fills. I am just going to put that out there. But having the affiliation straps on people like this are going to help you once again. Getting your feud scores up, meaning getting your milestones quicker. Same with your showdowns. Titan promoters are coming. Boss battle, when you get those in a couple millennia, right? Having these type of affiliation straps are going to be quality of life pickups for your account. Then again, like I said, as you can see, I have so many 100% straps on different people just in case, because I thought, hey, maybe I might have to use them for CSS, right? But then live and learn. Look at a guy like Big Papa Pump. Holler if you hear me. This is a guy that I can use an example for. Double trainer. Green gem damage buff +2 to green MP. Can use that on 2 people. Doesn't matter who they are. It's an Attitude Era Powerhouse affiliation strap. Meaning that, again, affiliation straps, they can float. You can float them within that era. You can float them within that class. And that means, again, quality of life. Depending on who it is, depending on how cracked it is, imagine having an affiliation strap. Although people, if you have him, he's already rare. He's cracked already, right? Certain people, you look at them, they're built different. They don't need it because they got it built in. A quality of life champion. Steve Blackman, incredible coach. Attitude Era affiliation strap. ×2 or 4. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. So you got to start looking at it big brain. Like that's a great ability. This man right here, if I had a ×4 on him, cooking, multiply gem strength +2 to MP combined with Santa Hogan. Again, if you ever get a chance to get this is the cool thing about Santa Hogan that I had to think about. At first, I was upset at the fact that I couldn't get his ×4 affiliation strap. But let's say RNG is RNG. Maybe they do put it on a prize wall and it's worth it investing in. ×2, ×4 Showboat Legend affiliation strap. Put it on your Santa Hogan. Get him to 17K +2 MP in your coaching slot. ×2, ×4 affiliation on your Armor King combined with Hogan. You're sharing those that trainer ability and coaching ability 4 times over. Put them on your best waifu and husbando tandems. And again, you can do this simultaneously. You got an event, right? The event could be you could have a showdown going on one thing, and you could have a showdown for one setup. You can have a feud setup. You can have a Titan setup. You can do these with these affiliation straps, and that's why I feel they drop RNG, but they're going to help you because, again, putting it on people like this is going to be crazy. And the thing is, I've sold so many straps without thinking about it. And that's the heartbreaking thing. I've probably sold so many affiliation straps in the back because I wasn't thinking about who to put it on. And now I got to grind it out and look forward to those straps when they drop. Tori Wilson, Showboat. Have 150% gem damage strap on it, right? But black gems damage buff. +2 black MP. Nation of Domination Rock, another character. +2 purple MP. +2 to multiply gem strength. These characters can have these affiliation straps on them, just like I showed with Armor King, right? And can be decked out. Nothing stopping you from putting 100% gem damage medals on him. Nothing stopping you from putting a rage plate on him. Nothing stopping you from making an affiliation strap cracked for that character if you can go into war with them. But other than that, it still serves a purpose sitting on them. There's two that I'm going to show variations, and there they are. Boom! Two of them. I was blessed with two Attitude Era. What about the Attitude Era strap? And this is what's even more crack. Two affiliation bonus straps on two key people. And they're both free to play accessible, okay? If you spend money, you're just increasing your odds of getting them. But they are important here. I stand up next to a mountain and chop it down with the edge of my hand. Why on Hollywood Hulk Hogan, brother? Well, let me tell you something, brother. Anytime you match gems, +2 to your MP charge. So people who are difficult with cycling, put this with a person with a plate down. Put this on your heavy hitter. This is, again, you got to think about it. Simplify it. I'm taking one ability and multiplying it by 2 or 4. Enabling me to do some shenanigans I wasn't able to do prior. You put this on someone who needs help loading up. You have a plate on that's break 3, get 3. Plus you have Hollywood Hogan on there being spread on people. It's going to get you loaded up even more. You see what I mean? You can share that. Another one, and again, I passed her, but this is something to think about when I talked about the Showboat Legend strap. You can do the same with what I'm about to do right with this guy right here. Attitude Era Trickster. Mosh. Gem generation of multiplied gems. And increase the multiplied gem strength. ×2 or ×4 affiliation. All the multiplied gems aren't going anywhere, baby. You got a strap like this, and you can literally, it allows you to amp up. Again, Armor King, like I said when I had Armor King set up, affiliation. Same thing with Santa Hogan. Heavy hitter waifus, husbandos, automatically that come to mind. Why not put it on OTC, where I can share this ability with between OTC Roman Reigns as well as Mama Rhea. You know what I mean? Heavy metal. You look at it like that, okay? That's what you need to look at it like. You need to look at these type of situations. The same applies if you smell what The Rock is cooking. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Multiply gem strength increased by 1. Sensational Sherry. Affiliation strap. Striker Legend. ×4 multiplied gem in strength. Bo Dallas, Modern Era Trickster affiliation strap, or Universal. Multiplied gem strength, multiplied gem damage. Multiplied gem generation. ×2, ×4. Leonardo Seth, for those rare characters, those Ghostbusters, Universal, base -10. You know what I mean? Hogan, Austin, Reigns, Cena, Stay Puffed. Then, of course, Johnny Knoxville. All the base colors -10. With those different straps on them. Whether it's affiliation for a Modern Era for Johnny. Or it's an affiliation for the different respective class of Legend or a Universal Legend. Doesn't matter. There's a possibility for it to be out there. These are the type of moves that you want to consider on your account. Doesn't matter if you're free to play, journeyman, or the whaliest of whales. This is going to help you out. And then, like I said, you can spread this out on so many people. Jade Cargill, purple gem damage, purple move damage. Champ Sami Zayn, blue move and gem damage. Pat Patterson, Judgment Day Dom. They're all characters that got very beneficial moves. You get a plate, or not a plate, a strap. Forgive me. You pick up a strap, like I'm looking at this affiliation strap for Bruno Sammartino. Same with Logan Paul. Logan Paul's another character that I believe I have. Even Harlem Heat Booker and Lex Luger, okay? Lex Luger, I believe he was back in the day when it was metal relevant, 12K to your green gems or yellow gems. It was a gem damage affiliation, but share it. Harlem Heat Booker, Gem Protect Gem Generation trainer. But again, you could share it with people. There's people out there that do spam Protect Gems. There's people out there that do need gem damage, okay? An affiliation strap on a new gen era stunning Steve Austin. 40% gem damage, universal gem damage to all colors, ×2, ×4. What are we talking about? So at the end of the day, like I said, there's plenty of different types of straps. But for me, for your, again, go-to heavy hitters, it's just going to be simple math and common sense. If you got a gem damage husbando or waifu of any class and era, 100% or higher, you can run them anyway with all these straps, okay? 100% or higher for your gem damage heavy hitter go-to waifus and husbandos. If you have somebody that runs move damage, then of course you're going to invest in a takedown strap, okay? If you do get blessed with the luxurious rainbow unicorn, that is a vitality strap or a gem defense strap, as we've seen that I've showcased, okay? With the gem defense, where are you, Arma? And then we shall see. We got the different ones right here. Like I got one for Bret Hart. He uses botch gems. Gem defense on a botch gem person makes sense. Gem defense on a bleed character makes sense. That's just what it is. It's different ways to play the game, and that's what makes it fun. But as you can see, 100% gem damage, gem defense strap. That's something that those two vitality gem defense are always going to be great and important to have for different ways to cover people when it comes to your heavy hitter go-tos. But last but not least, the universal straps when it comes to any era or any class. Randy Savage, rest in paradise, my boy, is always one of the best ones to utilize for this. That's definitely something you want to think about and consider. So, you know, like again, this is for any era. That means you can have one for PG, reality, okay? And keep this in mind. Your MP trainers, your +4s, your base +4s, your dual trainers, you know, a striker affiliation strap for modern era for both Roxanne Perez, +4 for green and red, Braun Breaker, +4 to blue and yellow, ×2, ×4 on anybody that can be shared with anyone at any given time, or having your base characters, George the Animal Steel, or literally an affiliation strap. Like literally, if you had an affiliation strap that was universal for George the Animal Steel, well, again, if it was universal, it means it could be passed through by any of them, or more specifically, a class era one, a universal legend trickster strap affiliation capacity between George the Animal Steel and Jerry the King Lawler, or Park 1 on each of them, because that's your +4 green and your +4 blue. You come across a modern era striker strap affiliation again, Xavier Woods, +4 to your black. Modern era showboat affiliation strap, Kofi Kingston, +4 to your yellow. Purple Woods, I believe Purple Woods is not modern era. I think he's a different era. So let me double check to make sure. Because again, these drops can be different. Yeah, he's reality era. They're random. Certain ones you're going to come across and you're thinking to yourself, just like back in the day, I would get drops for 100% new gen. And I'm like, well, who am I going to use it on? Lo and behold, boom. Then you have, you got Super Shredder Roman Reigns in the game now. So you want to think about, yes, future-proof your account, because there's some things you don't know that you're going to need. But if you come across an affiliation strap, prioritize it, because it could go to anybody. Your gem generation people, your MP charge people, you know what I mean? These are people that you pull out of free loots, free banner loot. So whenever you get an affiliation strap, especially if you're someone that goes on a roll on the armory loot and everything, look for those and prioritize it so you can use it on different people. I mean, again, we just showcased Woods. I mentioned Pat Patterson, Blue Bomber. If you had an affiliation strap on him, Blue Moves, Blue MP. Then you got Dom, like again, Dominic Mysterio, Judgment Day, who is your blue MP and your blue gem damage. So there's different combinations. And then, like I mentioned earlier, you have Zombie Gunther for your blue gem damage and multiplied gem damage. You have the champ Sami Zayn for blue gem and blue move damage. All of them on affiliation straps times 2 times 4. Where are you losing? Where are you losing? You're not. So that's why even affiliation straps on people like Maurice or Showboat Maurice or Tech Miz with the snowfalls. Those are things. Leech gems. Those are things. So there's literally an affiliation strap for anything and anyone. So literally 700 plus and many more superstars to come. That means 700 plus till infinity of affiliation opportunities to better your account, to make things a lot smoother and easier for you. That's the video, y'all. Again, you can mix and match. Remember, affiliation straps can be set up just like any old strap for your heavy hitter. You can have universal straps that you can utilize for different plate combinations, like the Titan and the Frankie plate, or I know, like, or the Devil's Drip and the Yeet combination. There's different ones you can have setups like that. You can have universal setups that pass around different people. Like if you got somebody, multiple people in a class that utilize multiply gems and you got a plate set up with multiply, boom, there you go. You got people that utilize submissions and traps, boom, there you go. You got the anniversary plates that are combined with the rainbow plates, boom, and you can move those around. Saves you time. You're able to pass them around. You're going to re-up that currency over the weekend when you do your due diligence, especially during Faction Feud weekend. There is always an opportunity to improve and make things better for yourself. But gem move damage or defense, vitality, universal straps, affiliation straps, times 2 or 4. Park those affiliation straps on any type of trainer or coaching ability that's going to help you. People that come to mind automatically, like I said, and it's, again, tread lightly when it comes to certain things. Again, New Gen, if you were around for him, New Gen Kofi, Powerhouse, New Rey Mysterio, New Gen Showboat Kofi, Power Gem damage buffers, right? Io Sky, Austin Theory, Special Edition Showboat Cena, Leech Gem, affiliation. You can do those. And like I said, you can set those affiliation straps so they can hit. I showed Papa Pump earlier. He can utilize the rage plate from the Tekken event with the beefing up, using the Juggernaut gems and beefing up his move and gem damage for 2 turns. You can set those straps up and pass them around and move them around. Makes the quality of life easier. You're maximizing a trainer ability that benefits your account, that's going to make it easier for you to contest against the oppositions that are to come. And again, like I said, you can do it for these different gem and MP, move gem damage MP, move damage MP combos. You can do it for your, where's our guy at? I'll use Big John Studd here just to clarify. Legend affiliation strap on Big John Studd. Let's talk about it. Maxed out, 60% gem damage for red, plus 1 MP to yellow, and generating 8 more gems. Let's talk about it. The same can be applied for Papa Shango for yellow, NXT Seth for blue, Titus O'Neil for black, Razor for green, who's even plus blue MP, times 2 times 4 affiliation. Sharing that with so many people. I'm just trying to help y'all out. You know what I mean? That on someone like this is absolutely amazing. And there's just so many different people. Again, like even someone who I don't have, just so I can show you what he does, and so you understand, you can get an affiliation for this guy. He's built in. He's meant to hit hard. Okay? Any color moves and gem effects, trap, countdown, juggernaut. that deal damage will deal 100% more damage. Times 2 times 4 affiliation. That's what I'm just trying to put this in. I just want to drill this home to y'all, the importance of this. Do your due diligence. I just want to help y'all. I really wanted to factor this in just to showcase to all of y'all the importance of having those setups, your heavy hitters with the gem and move, damage, or defense straps. Vitality also in there for your trainer, for like, again, if you got good plate setup and combo that you can pass around between multiple people, because where's someone here that I can utilize? For instance, person I can show here, Charlotte Flair, she has the green Piper's plate. Whenever I pull Ilya, I can share that between those. Okay, this is another way to round this out, just so I can give y'all visual for it so you can understand. Cody Rhodes, if I ever get the Frankie the Parrot plate on here, 200% damage from the Titan, then the Frankie the Parrot is 500%. Or if I got the Rainbow Snowfall, okay? But realistically, he's a powerhouse. Powerhouses utilize blast gems. Have Frankie the Parrot combined with the Titan plate is smart, because if I had put it on any other powerhouse that uses blast gems in that field, modern era powerhouse, husbando or waifu alike, they're going to get that buff. The same is no different as me putting something on with the Yeet, because again, I have a Yeet combo right here. Yeet combo combination. You have the Devil's Grip with the Yeet combo with column break gems. I have this strap because it's a universal, as you can see, universal modern era. It can go on anybody in modern era from all 6 classes. If they use column breaks, it can go on them. It can go on Valkyria, modern era Acrobat. It can go on Jey Uso Yeet, modern era striker. Nia Jax, modern era striker. Raquel Rodriguez, modern era powerhouse. JD McDonough, modern era powerhouse. So having universal straps that can go on the characters like all the way around an entire era is great. But if not, having a specific era and class combo plate that can go around and help those people and cover them, it makes sense. Having a trickster plate for leech, like a leech and trap combo, wouldn't be bad. You have a lot of tricksters that use leech gems as well as trap. You could put a silver plate for your traps, or a universal rainbow leech plate, transfusion plate, combined with any maybe a purple barber plate. There's multiple combinations here. There's a plethora of things that are going to get you ahead, okay? So these type of plates, the universal era and class plates, are definitely benefit to you, and the affiliation straps are also going to help you. And again, look at everything that benefits. You got the same setup. It's universal. Even though Cody's gem damage, I could use move damage on him. If there was an affiliation strap, I could use it on him. If there was a move defense strap, gem defense strap, I can cover anything and everything here. So I want y'all to understand that for all classes, all eras, you can do this. And I wanted to make this video so that you understand the power that's at your fingertips. It's going to be tedious, but it is doable. Your currency is going to be important. So again, this is another thing where you make moves and make them count. I'm someone that's learned that don't really it's always good to open up the resources. And there are, before I get out of here, there are certain titles that you can pick up, right? Let me remove these. Clear all. There are certain titles that you can pick up. Hey, clear all, gosh darn it. Okay. And so with that, there are certain plates that I keep on saying plates and straps because they go hand in hand. There are straps, and I said it again, there are going to be straps that you can get that do have a situation where you may not know what they do. They literally could be a dud. And the sad part is they have them for all classes, all types. And I think I got one down here for I think it's new gen. Where is it at? Where is it at? It's literally one that's just like a dud. They literally don't have no ability on them or anything. And you gotta pop them. Basically, you gotta invest. Here we go, new gen. And so when you tap it, you can go in here and you can see what type, what style it is, and it tells you a mega chance, right? Now, if I recall correctly, I go into reinforce, you hit the eye, and it will tell you what exactly you can get. And those are all the different things that I mentioned. You can get a health boost. You could get no bonus at all. You could get bleed, stun immunity, okay, extra turn. It usually, if you invest 6K for the first plate unlock, normally it'll unlock and it'll tell you what it is, and then you can decide if you want to keep it or not. Usually, if it doesn't pop and it isn't 100%, I'll sell it. But again, it could pop and become an affiliation strap. You keep it regardless of what it's for, because you don't know who's busted and cracked. You don't know who's coming out. Great Muda, Legend Acrobat affiliation strap. I believe he is yellow gem and yellow move damage coach. DDP Hall of Fame, green gem, green move damage coach. Affiliation straps. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. This was longer than needed, but I definitely, again, I think I did better than my Universal MP reduction one. But again, mentioning those characters and going back out of here, but hopping back in, which one is close enough for me to get to? Having an affiliation strap, reality era, replacing it, right? I could put I got one that's open. I could literally put this strap on Charlotte and have it set up the same way. And as you can see with her, she has the T5s, so she has 100% gem damage strap, which I got really lucky and blessed with. She's got T5s, four medals altogether, but it's giving 40 plus 40 for each set of 2. But again, if you have 100% with T6s, it's going to be 100% gem damage strap, 100% gem damage from the plates. But I could literally put the Nightmare Insignia and the Will of Cargill on the affiliation strap, park it on Charlotte Flair. She's still going with 100% gem damage rollout layout, and she's still going to hit. She's still going to be a problem. She's still going to get the job done. So I think this was an opportunity. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to show that, so y'all can understand that. There are people, yes, I have it on her because reality era is scarce. Waifus are lifu, and you need representation, and she does that. Hands down, one of the greatest gifts of God. It's free to play, accessible. Take your time, grind out, do your due diligence with your faction, get the gear, and you'll get her up, and she's worth it. But outside of that, she's an amazing coach. Minus a 4 to all yellow MP, so you can put an affiliation strap on and share that ×2 ×4. Same for Ronda for black. Nia for red, Naomi for blue, Natalia for purple, Asuka for green. The same applies with the Universal coaches. You can do that. You can get an affiliation strap for all your different people. So we got Tech Andre here, Mutant Andre here. We could go ahead over here, and as you can see, access to all of my modern era tech. Even the bleed immunity. Yes, that was my original strap I had on Gunther, because back then I didn't know any better. So yeah, fan of my 60% gem damage boost for my Phantom Menace Undertaker back in the day, and then an aftershock with bleed immunity on my Tech Gunther. We done moved up, and even a guy like a character like Mercy the Buzzard here that I want to show. Mercy the Buzzard. He's another specialty gem character that beefs. I believe he's road break. 200%. Makes sense because he's known for his move damage. You can run him for a move damage build, but you wouldn't be at fault either to put an affiliation strap on him for that if you use people, once again, who utilize the Devil's Grip Yeet combo. You can have all that set up for all those different types of plate builds and everything, coinciding and sharing for multiple people, whether doubling up on husbandos and waifus or doing mixed match. You want to think about things like that. But if we had an affiliation strap, Universal -2 to all MP, plus taking 90% less damage from black moves, comes in handy. Can cover like literally. Think about this. Now I'm thinking about it. This is why this video is as long as it is. Having him on someone going against a counter for Bayley, Zombie Bayley, black move damage, right? Black move damage is her thing, right? Now you're having an affiliation strap times 2 times 4, utilizing Andre's ability to not only reduce universal, meaning he's not just going after, he's not reducing one color, base color, -2. He is reducing all 3 moves by 2, and he's reducing move damage by 90% for black moves. If that isn't that, like, and then another person, the one that makes the most sense to go to, like right in my head now, because here he is, Iconoclast Edge, right? Because I do have an affiliation strap on, as you can see. I got one for Logan Paul because he is the he is the 50%. He's not minus, he's add. He is the 50% submission, universal submission coach, and he adds additional turns. So I love submissions. I know the Broski Merricks despise them, but that is a great one, times 2 times 4. A lot of people use submissions, no different from me having the affiliation strap on Bruno Sammartino for green subs, right? Modern Era Acrobat, Armor King. I could pass the affiliation straps, Modern Era. I could put it on. I could go ahead and put this on and equip it to Edge for his ability, -2 to all MP and 90% less yellow move damage received. So this is why I'm putting this on to you, because if I didn't know, and now that I know, I need you to know. And I get it that it's a long video. Some of these, it's not about the views. It's about putting it out there so that way there's a timestamp. And again, it's a piece. It's an opportunity for us to sit at the table and help each other. So I just want to put a perspective into the game for you so that you can look at things when you pick up certain straps. You can look at it. And again, to me, for contests, individual, like literally when you do your solo contest, there are different milestones. Sadly, you're not able to see them often, but if we comb through here, there's going to be one that possibly, I know for a fact, if we get near the end, there's one that you get your fuse, you get your bonus, and then you get your straps. See? So you have the different bonuses, and they'll let you know what you might get, what you might not get. And then, well, obviously that's Obafemi. So there's another one, I believe. They give you a couple throughout the milestones. Here's another one. See? And it shows you everything that you can get. And RNG is RNG. Sometimes and it lets you know the classes, it lets you know the errors. Please start including Hall of Fames. Faction and solo contests are where they're going to drop. Straps will come to you, so I want to tell you that. Your armory loot, as you go through and you pursue it, you do have different paths to go with it. If you do go for titles, the title loot, it all depends what you need. I'm really starting to understand, because it's a gacha game, you're going to get a lot of superstars over time. So your pool, especially at the beginning, your pool is going to be immense, and which can be overwhelming. You're going to take the time to pick out your spots. But realistically, you're going to be given superstars, picking up gear, moments, plates. Well, plates especially are going to help you out. The gem chuckers, the break 3, get 3. Those are going to help you out with making your accounts immense, because as you're going and picking up those plates, as you're clearing out your contests, there's even tours that do offer straps sometimes, occasionally. You can pick up straps a lot of places. But realistically, if you really are going to go in all in for titles to get you on board, that's up to you. You do have the opportunity here, because when you clear out the armory, you're going to be able to get these medallions. And again, there's always a lot of good things on the armory prize wall. Pick up what you want big first out of there, because in here, you're going to be able to get different drops. You got chances for real good solid plates. You got the opportunities here to put these mix match and do whatever you want to your heart's desire to get the job done and benefit your account. So you do have an opportunity at these affiliation straps here. So again, times 2, times 4. This is a good place. Like, no lie, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I want to keep pulling on the gear loots now because I really want to pick up that gear for Gunther for the multiply strength, and they always are adding somebody really good and enticing. But realistically, looking at the opportunity for these times 2, times 4 straps, this might be the direction that I go down because times 2, times 4. It is RNG. You might get something good, you might not, but the possibility is there. But again, RNG's RNG, you have opportunities. But if you wanted the main place to go to try to get something good out of here and get a good strap, the title loot for the armory is what it's going to be. But remember, with the armory loot, pick your poison. If you're going in moments, you stay with moments. If you're going for gear, stay with gear. If you're going for titles, stick with titles so you can get all of these, because then once you got all those emblems, at the end of your MLE, when your MLE is about to conclude, you can come over here, you can go to your prize wall. Again, they always have straps on your weekend contest prize walls. Depending on how far you get and depending on what it's for, it's not really worth it. But if you do get enough and you have enough after you've gotten what you've gotten, right? Like me, I picked up what I needed for Kelly to unlock her. So if I did have enough and I wanted to go back here, it's a range between 100 and 200. If I can spare it and I can afford it. But it depends on what your account needs. Like many people, like the Broski Merrick said, you get, again, superstars. I believe it was either Slim Numbers, Blueski, or Merrick's. Long story, I've heard this many times from a lot of great people that are smarter in a lot of fields than I. You're going to pick up the superstars over time. If you're close enough to a superstar, just like how I was close to Kelly, pick up the shards, get the character. But over time, especially if they've been out for a while, you know, realistically, you're going to get shards all over the place. But go and prioritize certain things. Econ, you're going to get. Tokens, you're going to get. I will say, when you do get the weekend events that offer moments, depending on how far in you are for later date, do pick these up. It does make it easier for you to max your stuff. You got your currency for moving your plates around if you need to, but always get what you need first. But whenever you see straps on here, honestly, get what you need first, and if you can afford a strap, then get it. If not, just remember, they come to you. It's not the end of the world. They're going to come to you for free. Then you also have here, once you've picked up what you need to pick up, I got the Eternal Bliss, I got the Big Botchman plate, because I saw that the Natural Phenomenon is accessible free to play. I will get it later on down the line, and there's no need of me getting it. I would get it. I was going to get it because I want to have it just to say that I got it. But realistically, there's no point in me pursuing it if I don't have the strap for Hall of Fame Foley yet to put it on him. So, or having a strap for, or better yet, having a strap for modern era Showboat AJ Styles. Thank you for everything, AJ. You debuted at the Royal Rumble. Your WWE career ended at the Royal Rumble, and you went out with a banger of a match, putting Gunther over at the same time. Thank you. But if I don't have Foley and if I don't have AJ, it made no sense for me to get the Natural Phenomenon. I went with the Eternal Bliss because guess what? There's a lot of people that use traps. I like traps, and I also like defense, hence why I picked up the Bliss plate. Very rare plate. If I pick up Alexa Bliss Zombie Powerhouse and Spring Outbreak, I'm golden. I'm goated. And I got the Big Botchman plate from my boy Trick Willie, but then I switched and put it on my boy Mankind A-tier, Mr. Sacco, because he's another gem defense beast. So I went with that, and I got a Botchman purple that's going to go on Trick Willie once I get that. But when you're done, once you've done your armory, if you decide to go full tilt for your straps, you went in on the title loot, maybe you missed something, you can always, after you pick up what you want to get, whether it be gear, whether it be a superstar that you're missing or need, Acro Penta is always going to be a great pickup. Kamala is definitely a great one. Big Boss Man, multiply counter. Let's talk about it. Great. So at the end of the day, if you do have enough and you do have enough laying down, right, you can either, like, the thing that I've understand is I'm saying it 100%. If you get a 200%er, cool. But as you can see, we have an opportunity here to pick up any of your classes or any of your eras or classes, because it could be a drop. You could do a Hall of Fame one. It could be universal, meaning it could go on all your Hall of Fame characters, or it's going to be class specific. At the end of your MLE, before it concludes, you get your armory loot after you've gotten everything you needed off the prize wall. If you got enough to go for one of these straps, understand RNG, gotcha's gonna gotcha, but you do have an opportunity here. But like I said, if you do your due diligence every single week, especially on the weekend grinds, during different contests, you're gonna pick up a strap. And just pay attention to what it is. Look at what your roster is. Look at what your roster needs. Your roster is always going to need MP charge. Your roster is always going to need gem generation. Your roster is always going to need move damage, gem damage, MP reduction now. So why not amplify that times 10 with the affiliation straps? That's just what I'm saying. And for your heavy hitters, partake in your gem damage, move damage, vitality, or gem defense, and your universal straps that can be shared with different plate combos and tandems. And of course, if you come across a very rare universal affiliation strap for any class or era, by all means, partake and know that you got a dub that day. But with that being said, y'all, I have been here more than long enough, but I pray that this benefits all of you, and I'm grateful for sharing this with each and every single one of you. Again, knowledge is power, and I'm glad that I was able to share this. If I did miss anything, please forgive me. There are always going to be offers. Again, the portal is also another place. We also have daily logins and claims that also give you an opportunity to pick up something pretty good. Okay, so you want to look at it in that situation. Like even with these, they would have the passes here that can give you, like, literally, if we had bought this, gives you 100% gem damage strap. Right? There are ways to get them, but again, straps, like plates, like moments, like gears, like superstars, like anything in this game, if you play long enough, it's going to come to you. And just because you can't use it in the present do not let it dissuade you from holding on to it to utilize it at a later date. Make sure to use your IGC to expand your inventory for your medals and your straps whenever possible. Clear out your content. Faction solo contests will provide certain tours and claims on the portal or in game, or even through mail sometimes, because they make mistakes. All of that is going to help you. Armory loot's there. Armory prize wall is there. Weekend contest prize walls are there. Again, get your priority out of the way first. And then if you want to go for a strap and try your luck, understand what comes with it. But again, an affiliation strap is always going to be a blessing. Anything that buffs your gem damage, your move damage, or hinders your opposition's gem or move damage, or gives you a chance at a second birth, especially with vitality straps and moments out here increasing health. There is a strap for everything. There is an answer to everything. And I hope that this helps and benefits every single one of you. So keep everything that's 100% and over. Discard low tier straps. Keep the white straps. Keep your white belts, okay? Those are the ones that you want to keep. You're going to pick them up in different solo contests and milestones. You're going to have multiple opportunities for them. Sell anything that is not worth your time. Again, if you're a collector, collect. Expand your inventory whenever possible so you can hold on to great medals and great straps for later time as you build up your account and expand. And then you can have a strap lying in wait for when you pick up that new go-to entourage ability pickup, that niche character. You're going to have everything. This allows you to amplify your account with minimal action. Quality of life. And that's what I'm here for. So with that being said, hey yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last. Champions do. Mad love to each and every single one of you, of my beloved #champions fam. Like the video, share the video, hype the video, but most importantly of all, if this was very helpful for you, I do this for the love. I do this for each and every single one of you because my love don't cost a thing. And I know what it's been like to not know anything and to learn a lot. And so many people have blessed me on this journey that I just want to do my part and contribute and pay it forward. So by all means, if you enjoyed this, if this was insightful, if this helped you out moving forward, I am grateful. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. But if you rock with me and you do want to support me and you want to see more videos like this or enjoy my short, sweet, and brief videos or shorts, by all means, do yourself a favor by doing these two actions that don't cost you anything, because my love doesn't cost a thing. Simple and plain. The first thing you're going to do is make sure to drop a people's elbow on the subscribe button. And then the second action you're going to do is make sure that you hit a razor's edge on that bell icon to receive all future notifications from yours truly, the one and only bad guy, a WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for you all tenfold. Let the good times roll. And always know this. Does not matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter what you're going through. And it doesn't matter where you're headed. Always know that in my eyes and from the bottom of my heart, you always and forever will be a champion. And again, I hope that this video does help y'all. I really do hope that I covered enough, and I hope that I was able to explain everything sectionally and get coverage. I know earlier in the video, I dropped Affiliation, and then I went into the Universal. But long story short, at the end, just to wrap it up with a bow, your go-to heavy hitter, husbandos, and waifus, okay? I love that CM Punk and AJ Lee are right next to each other. I absolutely love it. Your go-to heavy hitter, husbandos, and waifus. You're going to invest, depending on what their style of play is, in gem damage or move damage. But also know you have the opportunity to utilize them in a different way, because you could also, I'm combing through here, because where are they? Okay, there's someone, again, you can utilize them in a different type of way. You can combine them, you can use gem and move damage. You can do full gem damage, full move damage, full gem defense, move defense, full health. Whatever you want to run is up to you. But for your heavy hitters, you definitely want to lean either towards gem defense or gem defense, gem damage, or move damage and move defense, if that's your niche cup of tea, and you want to make sure you have a proper setup on them. Those are always going to be a key thing for your go-to husbandos and waifus of any era and class. You want to make sure that they have the right setup. And then again, when it comes to different trainers and coaches that are very vital, and it can be utilized all the way around the map, ×2, ×4 affiliation straps whenever possible, to utilize their abilities. Again, you're maximizing. Instead of you having that ability sitting on one character, you now have that ability sitting on 2 or 4. Makes it a lot better, especially, like, again, you can use the same people to take care of content. Run 2 double purples, two people who utilize blue, 2 people who utilize yellow or red at the same time because of an affiliation strap. People who need gem damage and multiply gem damage. People who need gem generation and gem modifiers for power gem buffs, protect gem buffs, trap gem buffs. You got the zombies out here now, like Zombie Penta, with trap gems doing 150% gem damage and then generating an additional trap gem. Zombie Alexa and Fatu, they're also doing the same thing, but even at a higher prestige. So affiliation straps are the way to go. And then on the other side of things, if you got a certain strap and you got a certain plate combo that's going to help you because you utilize different people, like as you see here, I got a regular strap on my boy Rey Mysterio, king of the cruiserweights, but I can replace it with that universal double drip yeet combo plate that's on Randy, because they both use column breaks. So Ray benefits from this just as much as Randy with the tier 6s. So I'm doubling up on the percentage. Let alone if you throw people in there that have moments, that have gear, that take this to the next level and the next prestige. That's how you want to look at it. Okay? And so that's what I want to do. I want to help y'all. Again, you see the affiliation bonuses here. And again, there's straps out here like this, similar. You got one for Ireland. You got one for Mexico. You got one for Japan. EO Sky. Everyone got these straps when they came out to celebrate their heritage and the culture, right? You can use an affiliation strap on EO Sky, 300% leech gem damage. You could do that, or you can move it to Acro Ria the EO, because Acro EO, I believe she is Black Move. She is Black Move MP. What is she? Because I know that I just saw her. I do know that she has a very useful one. But like I said, I got this on EO. I got this one for 100%, right? But if there was an affiliation strap, she can use the tread. She could, if there was one for Japan, as you see on Kairi Sane as well, she has another 100%. But if there is an affiliation strap, that means I could float Kairi Sane's ability. I could float Io's ability. I could float Asuka's ability. Then you go to the thing with Ireland. You could float Judgment Day Finn. You could float. You could do Judgment Day Finns. You could float. Literally, there's another Finn that I'm thinking about, and I don't know why I'm aloof right now. I'm seeing him, but I'm not thinking it. But long story short, I'm just talking about Judgment Day Finn right now. No, but you could also float on Striker Finn, because Striker Finn, I believe, is one of the old school Destroy Black gems, and that helps too, depending on where you're going and what direction you're going in when it comes to your account. So you look at that too. If they come out with an England plate or a Canadian plate, you can move people around, yo. That's what I'm saying. Like if they came out with a Germany plate and you had your boy Gunther here. Gunther is just like Big Papa Pump, as well as Dominic Mysterio. You got purple gems, 40% plus 2 purple MP, times 2, times 4. And again, I could have the Aftershock plate on that. I could have the silver plate on him, breaking green and getting red to load up everything. I could still put my tier 6s on him for the armor, or for gem defense, or run full fury with the gem damage or takedown if I wanted to. There's a lot that you could do when it comes to certain people, because they can have access to different things. He covers all this class right here. He can utilize any of those, including the immunities. So I want to showcase certain people, so then y'all also understand the utility that you have on your account constant. John Cena right here. He's got a strap on him. He's got the gold T6s. You always want to keep those. If I wanted to replace the strap, if I got a 200% gem damage strap, I could do it. 100% gem defense could go on him right here. An affiliation strap could go on him. That's the utility that we got. The John Cena strap can go on any John Cena. I could float it. I could have it loaded up with anything that I want. Anything I want. I could have a gem chucker on top, one of the new Riyadh Rumble plates. I could have a Crossbreak Universal Rainbow on there for Acrobat Cena if I wanted to put it on there. There is a lot of shenanigans we could do with this situation, y'all. So I just want to keep on showing y'all more and more further examples of certain characters and the certain niches that you can use. They could come out with a plate that's for any Seth Rollins. They could come out with a plate for any Steve Austin, any Roman Reigns, any Rock. And well, again, like another person I can showcase this on with my guy, The Rock. You got all the Attitude Era. I could put look. Rock is another great example. I could put a tech plate on him, covering anything: vitality, gem defense, move defense, gem damage, move damage. I could put a universal strap like this, even though he doesn't use those right. I could put that on him, or I could use any Rock strap and have it float. So you know what I mean? Like we got if there was affiliation strap. So there's always, they could have one that's a Samoan strap. They could have an Anoy Via strap. So you want to look into every single type of strap that you got, and you want to make sure that you're lining things up perfectly so that you know who you have on your account. They could do an India. They could done an Indian strap right here. He could use PG. He could have done that, an affiliation strap for him for his Universal -2. So like, and then Kevin Owens showcased it too, because Kevin Owens, he could utilize the Modern Era Powerhouse. He could use the Universal Modern Era. He could also utilize the Canadian strap, which could also go on Bret Hart. It could also go on Sami Zayn. So I just want to show these things to all of y'all, so y'all can see the importance in any of these straps. Those straps could be for factions or anything. You want to know your account. You want to be able to benefit and make things better for yourself. So that, again, that's what this video was for. I didn't expect it to be as long as it was, but there's so many people out here that you could showcase an affiliation strap on her. Again, if I had one for Striker, it could go on her for gem purposes, for her coachability with power gems and protect gems. So you could look at a lot of people. Another person that comes to mind that has a very unique one, if they have a affiliation strap you could put on them, Michelle McCool. Like, look at that. Or if you get lucky, Hall of Fame affiliation straps, right? Hall of Fame affiliation straps. You had a Hall of Fame affiliation strap on someone like Goldberg right here. If you dropped it, if you got it, ×2, ×4, any color 40%, any color gem 40% more damage, 30% more health. Increase the kick out damage by 75% and +2 to green moves. Affiliation strap. I'm just putting y'all on what I know so y'all can understand it, and that way it's far better for you to get it and understand. Again, I use him as a reference. A Striker, have that on him for plus red MP +2. The Rock is someone that I use as an example. Tech Oscar, Stephanie McMahon. Even with this character, Indy, no lie, blue gems, realistically, this actually works on Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka is a person that this works for, because Sol Ruka does use blue gems in certain things, but on top of that, for one of her moves, it makes green gems, makes the board into green gems, and basically with Indy on her, it guarantees that you're going to load out the board. And again, you got coaches out there that do the same thing, gem damage, or they allow you to, they do gem damage and they generate gems, gem damage with a move combo. There's a lot that's in this game that's absolutely cracked the further and further you get down there. Like, again, Special Cena, PG, having an affiliation strap for that leech gem damage right here. That's the stuff you want to always look at. And he can utilize the any Cena. So be on the lookout for certain people. Be on the lookout for certain straps, because again, we got the Mexico strap here. It could go on Penta. Again, like, this is like, you know what I mean? And he can use the Modern Era straps. It can go on so many different people, y'all. So, like, I just want y'all to see that. Obviously, Mexico again. So with that strap, I can replace Rey Fenix's strap for him. Any Modern Era, again, if he used a certain thing, if he had, like, literally, if he used leech gems like Tiffy, boom, there you go. If I had a Snowfall gem plate, boom, there you go. Affiliation strap with the bleed damage he does, boom, there I go. Mexico with his brother Penta, boom, there we go. And right here, example, proof in the pudding right here, y'all. Like, literally, that Mexico strap can go on any Mexican heritage superstar. You know how busted that is with all the different Dominics, all the different Rays, Zelina Vega. Cracked. And someone else that comes to mind, because now that I'm thinking about it, again, these videos go on for days. Zombie Penta is someone that I can show on here for affiliation, for his ability. That's someone else. But someone else that just came to mind because it does matter. We all matter. Julia is someone that can also get and utilize the Japan strap that is on Kyrie. Could use the X-Break Rainbow from CM Punk, the future Titan and Frankie setup from Cody. Literally the Japan strap with the headgear for submission buff, because she does use a submission, hence the Bite Man's armor for the red gem damage buff. That is a Japanese universal strap. So again, we got this, but also because of Japan, right? Guess what that strap? Guess who else that can get that strap? I keep going past him because he should be higher, but it don't matter because he hits like a truck and he puts them all down. 150% strap, right? Legend era acrobat. But look who else he shares a strap with. Io and Kairi. Julia, right? Shinsuke Nakamura. Akira Tozawa. Stamina monster. You want to respect your straps and understand the importance of those straps, because some of them can be golden and goated. So like that's where I'm at with it, y'all. Like you want to look at that. Like anything counts. A modern era affiliation strap could go on Rey Fenix. A Mexico affiliation strap can go on Rey Fenix. And so modern era acro Mexico covers. So you definitely, like I said, just do your due diligence, y'all. I'm doing this for y'all, so to make this easier for y'all, okay? So everyone's different, but again, even a guy like I said, affiliation straps on certain people. The Tusos, Protect Gems, 100%. Showboat affiliation strap could go on that. Becky Lynch, another one. Botch Gem, Green Gem, 60%. Modern era affiliation. So that's what I just want to keep just showing. Like I'm just combing through people just so you can understand the beauty of the straps and how you can utilize them and showcase them. I can literally use a universal strap. I can use a class specific strap. I can use an affiliation strap, and it can cover. I can put it on a go-to heavy hitter or entourage coverage, and you will always be set. And certain abilities are worth it. You know, gobbledygook, or if I ever get an affiliation strap for this one, Rainbow, Universal, move damage coach. Put that together with affiliation strapped up, you know, Big Papa Pump. Oh no, he's green gem damage. But you know, if there's a green move trainer or a green move coach, like we got an affiliation strap so I can run him alongside I know he's up here, my boy DDP. Because I can have an affiliation strap on DDP. And then you have that times 2 times 4 combined. So again, that is the video, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I just, like I said, I want to showcase everything so that way y'all know better and know more. And again, there's even things where like certain characters like Jacob Fatu, I had a strap for him 100% that's built like this. It's a 100% gem damage, but it's set up defensively for his countdown and sub build. But then I also had another 100% strap that I had a line around, and I believe it's the one right here. Yeah, this one was a hybrid because it had the Piper's Plate yellow before I moved it on to Zombie LA Knight. Again, affiliation strap Trickster, modern era or Trickster, black gem damage 40%, multiplied gem damage 60%. So I'm just letting y'all know you can do a lot of things. You can have a couple of setups for certain characters that got like versatile movesets. Have one specific setup for them. One trick pony, it is what it is. Or go the distance in different other ways. But with that being said, y'all, that is the video. And again, I pray to God that it was helpful. And again, if you made it to the very end, thank you so much for your love and support. But hopefully I did the best I could with sharing this with y'all, letting y'all see that you could. Like I have like a legendary affiliation strap. Like this is one that I kept because it's times 2, and he's his coaching ability maxed out, generating 3 more green gems. Got characters out now like Nia Jax with generating red gems and 30% more damage. So again, other opportunities for trainer and coaching builds. Make your play smarter, work smarter, and have a good time all the while, y'all. So, but with that being said, I hope that this was beneficial to all of you. I hope that this was able to help y'all out. And again, thank you for the opportunity to be a part of your life and a part of your day. And I look forward to the next video and the next short. And in the meantime, y'all stay tuned. Be well. Be blessed. And always know you always and forever will be a champion. Stay tuned. Peace.